being said, Jan would like to welcome you all here in her own words, so I'm going to toss the mic on over to her.
Okay, just me.
Keep the mic right up against your face.
Yeah, okay. I just want to say thank you so much for sharing in our lives and love and for being with us today. Our lives have been truly blessed with the many people we have known throughout the past 70 plus years. You will always be dear to our hearts. Out of the 10 attendants we had, bridesmaid Kathy and her husband Russ Mulholland are here. So they're here with us today. And can you stand up for a second, you guys? If you're and next year they'll be celebrating their 70th. With our love to each of you, please have a safe journey home. Love, Jan and Bob.
And now we're actually going to pass the mic to anybody in the audience here who has either a memory or something else they might like to share or say to Jan and Bob. So if there's any volunteers who want to say any words.
Can you see back, Chris? Oh, sorry.
Anyone brave enough?
Yes.
And I can bring it to you too. You don't have to come up. But or if you want to, you can. Thank you, Carla.
Christmas Eves in the basement of your house with the bar. Is that all you have to say? That's what I have to say. That's my fondest memory.
Yeah, that was something. That's all you need to say.
I know, that's right. I can't tell everything.
I'll emulate what she just said. Poker at the Friendship Center on Friday.
I am Kathleen's daughter-in-law, but she was in the wedding. And she wanted me to share that she was so nervous about walking down that long aisle. Her legs were shaking and she thought all the petals were gonna fall off her flowers. But she was so happy to be in the wedding. And then how long later was it before you were married?
A year later.
And was Janet in your wedding?
Yes, she was.
And then Janet walked down the aisle as her bridesmaid just a little while later in the same church, right? Same church. And they've been kind of in connection for years, but they've been more recently connected with the 50th anniversary and the 60th anniversary and now the 70th anniversary. Thank you. Thanks for having us.
I'll say something.
So Arlene's gonna talk.
Yeah, now I'm gonna talk.
Yeah, you
Okay,
go.
so I was the other one in that wedding party.
Yeah.
Real close to you. Real close.
I was the other one in that wedding party, plus a couple other ones, I think. And of course, we used to play softball together. I don't remember how old we were though. 14? Yeah, something like that. And we bowled together for like 30 years.
Bowling and softball. Awesome.
Yeah. Somebody up here.
I have fond memories. I have fond memories of our block parties that we would have. What was that, over Labor Day weekend?
During the summer.
During the summer, yeah. And anyway, we used to have some really great times and a good turnout.
Hi, Bob, Jan.
Keep it close to him.
It's been a long time, hasn't it? I hope I catch up with you though.
Aunt Jan and Uncle Bob. One of the biggest things I want to truly say is that, excuse me, that Aunt Jan was my godmother, and she was always very, very special to me for that reason. Some of the things I remember growing up are Midway Motor Lodge adventures. We would always head down in winter during the coldest part of the winter. And another thing is all of the campouts that we would have out in Gilmer Valley, out by the pool. That was always a fun time. And the last thing I remember is one of the traditions is that my dad would call my Aunt Jan every weekend to talk, and I thought that was very sweet. Love you both.
Aunt Jan and Uncle Bob, I love you dearly. You will always be Uncle Piggy to me because you hold a special place in my heart. I do remember all the pool parties, the Midway Motor Lodge, everything. I love you both so very much.
What a wonderful day. We've spent so much time together, it's hard to pick any one thing to remember. All I know is we were roommates for a while, remember? Down in Mississippi. And rebuilding our house. Just going through your heart surgery. You just have been two special people. Thanks for being in my life.
So I'm Caleb. I've gotten the opportunity to work with Jan and Bob over the last year or so, and I'm very blessed to have that opportunity. And I think they're the biggest influence on my life, and if I live another 70 years, I hope it is with somebody as special as you guys seem to each other. Big impact on my life, and every time I'm with you guys, it just feels like I'm home, honestly. You guys are like grandparents to me, and you've made a big impact on my life, and I want you guys to know that. So congratulations to 70.
And maybe keep it going just a little bit for Caleb. He works at Sugarloaf and cares for them just exquisitely. And just such
Jim wants to say something.
These are my grandparents. I'm Sarah. So I have a lot of memories over the last 41 years. But a couple that stand out are my grandpa and I basically share a birthday. He's 50 years older than me. I'm January 26th and he's January 27th. So we've always shared a birthday. When I was younger, we would split birthday cakes, and so that was always really special. And I always know how old you are, so you're probably the only person in the family your age. And my grandma and I always love to bake together. I still love to bake. I've got her recipes that I reuse every year around Christmas time, and when I think back, baking with my grandma is one of my favorite memories. So congrats, you guys.
I am one of the, you might say, offspring of this family here. I know the whole Wiezoreck family for years. I'm 95 years old. And when I came to Sugarloaf, I met these two wonderful people and played cards with them. I know Jan was a former 500 champion player. I call her Mrs. No Trump. And she's really a wonderful player and a good player. So the whole thing that I'm trying to say is that I'm really, really touched and really feel special that I've been invited to this wonderful doings today, and I thank you too. It's been wonderful knowing you, and I hope it's for a long time yet. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is David. I'm the nephew of Jan and Bob. I'm the nephew of Jan and Bob. They're my godparents, and I thank them for that for all these years. Best memories I have are again the Midway Motor Lodge, and I'd have to go with all the camping trips I took with them to the Wisconsin Dells, the Powwow Campground, and particularly the Powwow Campground one because we got hail done, ripped up the camper a little bit that time. You recall? But those are my father's memories.
I've got two fond memories that I want to share. I think first of all, big shout out to everybody that put this day together. I think this reflects everything that I remember of coming over to your guys' house and always having big grill-outs, big parties, and I know how much you guys love to host. So big shout out for everyone that put this together. Is a really, really good job on doing that. So huge round of applause for the people that put it together. And then the second thing that I want to share too is also kind of a blessing, also kind of a curse. I always remember coming over on Sundays to come watch the football game with my dad over at your guys' house. That's, I think, where we learned to love the Vikings, but also everybody knows, the curse of the Minnesota teams can't win a big Super Bowl. So hopefully that'll come soon, but I want to thank you for that.
Thank you, everyone, for sharing. Am I missing? I'll turn to this direction. I'm sorry.
Howdy, I'm Mason. These are my two favorite people ever. They raised like 3 generations of our family. And words can't express how grateful I am for you. So, congrats, guys.
Making them cry, Dave.
Yeah. Stop looking at me.
Yeah, and I too want to say what an honor to be able to have my children experience my grandparents. And the love, it's just been this unwavering love that I've seen between the two of them, and this unwavering love that they've shared with every one of their children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren and everyone here. It's the most consistent love I've ever seen, and take a lot of inspiration in my own life for it. Okay. Hooray for Bob and Jan, 70 years. Okay, we have one more.
I just was thinking that how could I be more blessed when I was adopted and given to this couple? Oh, I'm sorry. I was just thinking how blessed I am that being a baby put up for adoption, I was placed in their arms. And I never felt like I wasn't as their own, for sure. And what an example of love they are to our whole family. They kind of knit us all together by prioritizing all the family gatherings, and there's never too many people to come to them. Neighbors too, they get along with everybody so well, and each other. None of that fighting and bickering goes on between them. They have a different way, I guess, of doing that. It's silent or silent. So, I love you guys so much.
And lastly, we would like to sing a song that is at least Jan's favorite. I don't know, Grandpa, if this is You Are My Sunshine your favorite song? Oh, wait, oopsies, thank you. Master of Ceremonies is really that one right there. Yeah, so Bob and Jan would like to read their vows. If you guys want to come sit down.
Bob, you are my love and my life. I think about how handsome you are, how caring and sensitive, how interesting and funny, and I can hardly believe that out of the whole world of people, I was lucky enough to find you. Sometimes when I look at you, I remember how it was in the beginning when we were young kids, just getting to know each other. I'll never forget the nervous excitement I would feel every time I would see you. Sometimes when I look at you, I get lost in memories of special times we've shared, in our happiness and in our sorrow. We shared in the loss of our little girl, Lisa. That's why every time I look at you, I realize how much I love the love we share and how very much I love you. Happy 70th wedding anniversary.
Jan, you are my love and my life. We've been together a long time now. We've laughed and cried and seen each other through our best and worst and in between. And today, when I look at you, I feel even more love than I've ever felt before. We have a history together full of shared memories that keep us close. We are so much a part of my life and my happiness. It's impossible to imagine what life would have been without you. You are my partner and my love. And I ask nothing more than to spend all the rest of my life with you. Happy 70th wedding anniversary.
Fun little fact is they did meet as kids. We were lived in the same neighborhood across the street from each other. So if we counted the whole amount of years they've been together, it's I don't even know, 80. So okay. So "You Are My Sunshine" is a favorite song that Grandma loves, and I'd like to invite the grandkids and great grandkids up to help lead us. Dry your eyes and come on over. So these are Bob and Jan's grandchildren and great-grandchildren. And we're going to lead you all in "You Are My Sunshine." And we switched up the words a little bit to make them specific to Jan and Bob. And then you're welcome to join us in the "You Are My Sunshine" lyrics we all know and love.
Can you guys share?
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. You are our grandma, beautiful grandma. Throughout our lives, you always been there. Your loving arms are ever
celebrating these very special people.
This one in.